It is day 21, and I'm bald. Just got tired of dealing with my hair, honestly. Just wanted to have one less thing to worry about. Simplify my life a little bit, at least temporarily. I'll probably miss having nice hair. I don't think this looks nearly as good as having, you know, nice styled hair, but I think it looks good enough, and it's gonna save me a lot of time, so that's cool. Um, yeah, day 21. I'm halfway through this diet, and I have some thoughts to share. I was thinking recently about how it seems like America goes through these waves where, for a while, some food becomes demonized and everyone hops on some other extreme. When I was a kid, it was like fat. We learned that fat was bad for you, and everybody was having low fat everything, no fat everything. And now it's like going the other way, right? People are saying no, fat's actually good for you, and they're hopping onto like really high fat diets like mine. My diet right now, this lion diet or whatever, is so much saturated fat. The amount of like grease that I am putting in my body. I mean, melted liquid like beef fat. It's so high. Um, I don't think that it makes any sense to think that like, oh, we had it wrong before when we said no, that we said fat was bad, but now we've got it figured out. Now it makes sense to actually go all in on this diet. They were, that was lies before, but this is like truth now. Why? Like, why is it true now? If it was some lobbyists, some like food industry lobbyists who tried to get everybody to think fat was bad for you, which is a theory I've read online. I don't know how true it is. I haven't done my research, but let's say that's true. Who's to say there's not some food industry lobbyists doing the same thing right now to get everybody to eat more meat? The beef industry or whatever. Um, it's really frustrating because even if you do the research, like you're basically just going to be reading, um, information from people who may be biased. Like if you obviously the research all pointed to one thing 20 years ago, and people believed it, and now they say no, that was all phony research. It was all corrupt, kind of corrupt incentives and stuff for the researchers. Yeah, it's like, okay, well, I believe that could be true, and I don't have any reason to think that it wouldn't be the same anymore now. So that's kind of tiring. Um, and now I kind of feel like everybody hopping on this carnivore diet, just like I am doing, it could just be like just another wave of the same thing. And maybe 20 years from now, people will be looking back and being like, the beef lobby convinced everybody to eat beef, and look how it tanked the health of our country. How could people be so stupid? Who knows? I guess one thing that this diet has going for it is that it is more in line with history. I mean, people have been eating ruminant meat for a long time, whereas people have not been eating. Going back to the no fat, low fat thing, people haven't been eating like artificially kind of low fat versions of things um, until very recently, I think. So I'm less doubtful of it, and that's why I'm doing it. But at the same time, it's like, what do I know? I really don't know. Um, I could be just falling hook, line, and sinker for another big, um, you know, food industry psyop. um, all that to say, I was seriously considering ending this thing early. I've completed 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks is enough to give it kind of a good shake, and I feel fine. So I feel like, you know, I've kind of accomplished the mission of figuring out if this diet is, you know, like crazy or not. I think it's not crazy. Um, but at the same time, I said I was going to do the full thing, the full 6 weeks. And I know I can do 3 more weeks, so I might. But either way, whether I actually finish the full 6 weeks or whether I cut it early, it has made me realize that like I want my body to be versatile and adaptable. I don't want to be pigeonholed into eating a very narrow set of foods. And that's basically, I think, what happens when you force yourself into a very narrow diet is your body becomes very bad at handling anything outside that diet. I've experienced that when I was vegan and I ate a little bit of meat, it would like devastate me compared to when I was just eating everything. Nothing would really like rock the boat. But when I was, doing the narrow diet, I became very fragile. And I don't want to be fragile. I'm interested in finding out if even like just the straight up unhealthy food, sugar, alcohol, like the stuff that's pretty much almost, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's even wrong, but it seems kind of beyond argument that it's bad for you. I'm wondering if even that stuff is actually a little bit of it is good, because it kind of puts a little bit of stress on your body, keeps it on its toes, keeps it like, able to deal with a little bit of stress. Maybe the reason I'm saying all this is because I just like having bread. I like pizza. I like donuts, and I'm trying to come up with a intellectual or rational reason to go back to indulging in all those. I would really like it if I could find some diet where I get to enjoy the incredible variety of food that is available, while also being having the benefits that I'm getting from doing this diet, which is undoubtable. I'm definitely getting benefits from it. That'll be the next experiment, I guess. It'll be hard, I think, to regulate kind of the rate at which I bring back the other foods, because I really miss other foods, and I'm going to be really excited when I don't have any reason anymore to say no to anything. But if I just throw everything back on, then it kind of defeats the purpose of the elimination diet. I think the purpose is like that you start from a clean slate, so that you can introduce things in isolation and you can see exactly how each thing affects you. So yeah, I'll have to that might be a lot harder actually than staying on this diet, is the reintroduction process, and doing it in a way where I actually get useful information and I don't just go too fast because I'm so excited to eat everything again. But anyway, as far as this diet goes, it's fine. Like I'm really doing fine with it. Today I had some tri-tip steak. It was fantastic. I enjoyed it. I savored it. I'm not tired of eating meat after 3 weeks. No, not at all. So, long video today, but just had some thoughts to share at the halfway point. That's it.